Hello. Welcome back. Today we're chatting about Dawgma 95. What is it? Basically, Dawgma 95 was found by Danish directors Lars von Trier and Thomas Vinterberg. These couple dudes were just like, cool, let's make a set of rules for these films. We're gonna smash this out the water, guys. They followed these rules for every films they made, and they stuck to it. They were out here day in, day out, just making shit, and like, they did it. And I was recently introduced to Dawgma 95. I did not like the idea at all. I do not like the idea of Dawgma 95. I find it boring, annoying, frustrating, and just tedious. I do not want to have to follow a set of rules. But after hearing my colleagues, my fellow peers and my teachers out, I realized Dawgma 95 can actually low-key sometimes be really useful, and I gave it a shot. I made my top 5 Dawgma rules. So let me take you through my Dawgma 95 rules. I've got them here and ready to go, gang. First Dawgma rule: a healthy amount of comedy. I think comedy is really important in film. I think it makes a film like lighter, easier to watch, more fun to watch. You see it with a lot of Gregg Araki films, Everything Everywhere All at Once, series and TV shows like The Boys, Invincible, or just Succession. Like, they use comedy, and they're quite heavy and dense shows, but comedy allows it to make it feel lighter and easily watchable. So I think comedy makes it a lot more like easier to watch and a little more relatable. Second rule, gang. Second rule: the use of inanimate objects or ideas to take sensitive topics. For example, Gregg Araki uses a lot of aliens and the idea of the end of the world in his films. Aliens and the end of the world aren't necessarily massive thing in his plot points. I mean, the aliens might be, yeah, but they aren't like the driving force. That isn't something the characters are investigating the whole film. They're just ideas that are there and that they kind of have to like live with, sort of. More specifically, in the Doom Generation, we see Amy walk into the store and there's a banner that says end of the world or something, and everything they pay for, their total comes up to 666. This is never acknowledged. This is just there, and I find that really, really cool, and I would love to integrate that in my films. Third rule: music. Crazy amounts of music. I live, breathe, eat music. I need music. Gregg Araki, again, he uses an absurd amount of music in all his films. Like every set has like every room has like a background track playing. Every location they go to or a car ride they take, there's always music playing, and the music is important to the scene. It's great music that's just always playing in the background. I feel like it keeps the audience more engaged. It keeps them more, frisky, on their toes. Copious amounts of music. Copious. Fourth rule: the gaze. I'm not saying that the queer characters that I implement in my stories always have to be defined by their sexuality. I do not want that at all. I feel as though it's incredibly important to make sure that we implement queer characters, not even queer characters, just like queer characters, POC characters, like disabled characters, just to make it regular. We're just out here trying to survive, and I'd like other people to see themselves in film. Fifth rule: 1 minute 30 seconds one shot every time. I find one shots extremely cool because I know they've been choreographed with a lot of thought, with a lot of meaning, with a lot of time. So I find them really cool and really engaging if done right. So I want to be able to get better at my one shots, and especially because I am still a student making student films. My films won't be no longer than 5, 7, 10 minutes. So I want them to be 1 minute 30 long, little one shots that I well like to execute.
Gangsta white.